Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Graf the Giraffe, also known as Dak737. We have an incredible matchup coming your way for the ABC COD League tourney as we are opening up here with the Mike Wazowskis going up against Showtime. Some very flavorable logos is what I like to say, because I'm expecting this series to be a good one as we'll be starting off here on the map 1 Gavutu Hardpoint. I know these two teams. I've had the pleasure of casting a lot of these players. I know they are going to bring it. They're all on the side of the Mike Wazowski. He's got Mac, Replays, Dobbs, and BD going up against Valerium, AGF, Flondo, and Corrito. Flondo being a very solid player in the under 18 COD League, as well as AGF. Corrito also sits around there as well. But Showtime locking down the first few kills, as they will be trying to get as much as they can here. And it will be Dobbs finding a double, though, as he's now sitting at 3-0. Still sitting on that top side of the ship. Is waiting for that P2, but AGF just gets absolutely beat. Number 7, though, it will be Flondo getting that route, finding the kill. And Valerium, as all this has been going down, he's been finding the streaks here early as he sits at 5-0. Showtime really showing why they are the Elon Musk type of players here in the lobby, as Valerium already 6-0, looking for the 7th. He tries to turn and burn. Unfortunately, the glide bomb is denied, but his teammates are already on the rotation. They win the gunfights. And Dobbs, he sits there trying to find anything. He will end up finding, or that will be AGF getting the kill. Can he find a second? Yes, it will be on the map. And it's just showing how well these guys are blending together here in the ABC COD League. Dobbs looking for any more. Valerium does get taken down. Dobbs finds a second. Will he be able to find the third? No, it doesn't matter. OB Replays cleaning up the scraps in a massive 25 seconds for them, because if you do not get anything right there, it's going to be difficult. And now all the kills, they're going their way, but it is Corrito with the pistol being the savior in the back. Should be able to secure at least this early P3 time. But look at this, number 1, it will be Dobbs working in the back. Unfortunately, Mac will be that first player taken down. 2 more will drop, and Corrito maybe taking a little overzealous challenge, and they will lose control of the spawns. And Flondo, the only player in position to maybe make a play, will go down. Corrito, he's trying to find Replays going in through the middle of the map. Will find that opening, but Mac, he has done such a great job. Same with Dobbs. He was on 6, unfortunately. Will end up dropping. Mac's going to decide to go back, help out his teammates. Corrito will get taken down. Mac on 3, looking for 4. Valerium, though, somehow staying alive. It will be Flondo going down, but the Mac attack showing why he's giving everybody some heart attacks out here with the double cholesterol. Supersize me, as he now sits at 9-7, and this should be the lead chance for the Mike Wazowskis. And he will see Dobbs picking up 1 in the middle of the map, but the full rotation is there for Showtime. And AGF, known as a very solid AR player, but he does have those inconsistency moments right now, and that seems to be what's been going on in the Gavutu, as he sits at a 3-10. Flondo 6-9, looking for any players in the middle of the map. Will find 1. Mac kind of playing a really weird position, but Flondo finds it anyways. And he has pushed so far up, and he kind of leaves Corrito left in a very difficult situation. He gets tagged up to 8 HP, but luckily the spawns are still there. Goes out for the reach-out, but it will be BD quietly having a pretty solid game, sitting at 7-6, 20 seconds onto the point, and a solid break with 20 seconds left. And this is where you can do some damage here. Put them in a solid spawn trap. Showtime, they're not going to allow that one to happen, as they're trying to work their way out, and it will be Corrito making the heads-up play. And he's maybe going to try to flip these spawns. Not sure if he will find any type of opening. Showtime holding on to a very narrow lead, but BD, he will lock down that first few kills. But the spawns, they come in close, and Valerium finds it. Replays, last player left alive. Corrito finds the third, as he sits at 12-6. BD, the only player alive All he needs to do is wait for the reinforcements. Showtime, Corito making the heads-up play, found one, found the second. But either way, he secured the spawns, and that's exactly what you want to get done. He's on 4 in a row, but the rest of his players will drop him. BD somehow staying alive, also gets on into the hill. Nade's coming on out. Flondo wins a massive gunfight to take him off the point and ends it at 5. Dobbs working around the backside. Now 15 and 7. I know a lot of people were talking smack in the chat earlier, and he is surely leading the squad as it is just going to be a 5-point difference. Mike Wazowski's, what more can they get? But AGF, a very slow game, 6 and 17 sitting on the AR. That is just not what you need from one of these young gun performances. But when you have Dobbs literally not missing a bullet, it makes it so much more difficult. Valerium, this is where he actually popped off. He started off at 6-0 on the P1. Since then, he has only found 4 kills, and he found just 4 more kills after. And now he sits on 5, 11 and 14. But Corito, he has just been hitting the beams as well for Showtime. This has surely been a great hill for them. Goes out for the bait and switch, but Replays got the gunny. And this has been all Valerium. Gets a bad timing, and Replays will win the last 15 seconds. This time it will be Mac. He is there early for the Wazowskis. He's looking for any more Corito. We'll find 2. Mac, though, he finds a double as well. That should be the P2 hill secured. As this game is getting a little spicy, I'm curious what Mac and his teammates are sounding like. Let's go do a listen-in with Mike Wazowski's.
Good trade. Good trade. I'm picking up our hole. I got naded from mid.
Give me mid.
I'm one shot.
Hiding hill. I'm hiding hill.
Alright.
Bad dead.
Right over there. P1 stuff.
Oh, for green. I should chow. I can't chow. I can't chow. P1 for never.
Dead. I got naded. I got naded. Somebody's got to hop.
Hop it. I'm getting through. I'm not time. Top green one shot, guys. Try to get that old. Dead. Oh, he didn't die. Big one. Dead. Nice. By that time, stack it if you have to.
I got it.
What's top green, guys? Don't forget. AGF top green.
Wando's their tank half. Their tank pushing P1
P1
stuff.
heady, one shot. P1 heady, one shot.
Watch your P1 steps. Watch your P1 steps.
P1. I'm dead, dude. I was one shot.
Wando is in, or one of them is in green. One is our side P1, and there's one top ring.
I'm not gonna top ring. Steps dead. Sneak out her, bro. I can try to sneak out her, bro. One shot in hill.
Where?
I'm front green right now. Yo, on the rock. Yo, get down, one shot.
Pushing the tank, Brady.
I think he's on steps, mid.
And the listening from the Wazowskis, maybe not as chatty Cathy as you would like to see, but you did see BD. That is Brady the man, given a lot of those call-outs, replays as well, given the call-outs as well, as he was saying, hey, they are at this position on the map, and Wazowskis, they end up getting that break on to the P3. What massive seconds this can be, as they've won a lot of this scrap time. And look at AGF from Showtime, has not broke double-digit kills. They do find themselves down by just about 30 points, and there's one player to make the difference. It is Mac. He does get sniffed out. AGF, he does end up breaking double digits. Flondo should be able to find this kill onto BD. No, it will be AGF cleaning him up, but here comes the push from the Wazowskis on that right side. AGF unfortunately runs out of ammo, pulls out the pistol, tags up a few, but now the hill is open. An unfortunate team kill from Wazowskis as they are fighting on in. Showtime, how are they sounding? Let's go to a listen-in with Valerium and the teammates.
I'm looking at back right.
I'm looking at there's one from P1 tank. P1 tank. Keep pushing up.
Absolute click. One outside.
Push up. Weak on hill. He's in the left side.
Before?
Looking up. It's not actually. This is gonna be embarrassing with this shit. Top boat.
I'm
I
looking
don't know where he went. I
at
think he might be going top third. Behind me.
I'll spawn in top 3. I'll spawn in top 3.
We gotta hold.
What?
Oh,
look behind you.
Front on me. PD weak. Max top there.
Front green right now. Good. Last door hill.
Under third one on time.
Fuck am I getting shot for? There's someone near you. Top boat.
He's one shot. I stopped shooting, dude. He's laying down behind the. Just lay down. Just lay down, bro. Just lay down.
Coming in me a second.
We're going up.
Oh my god. Oil, 2 oil, pushing time, help him.
Got your left. Free is dead.
One shot hill. One shot hill.
Make sure someone's playing for new.
I got the guy top boat, and then one front hole. Front hole.
Top boat.
And there, the listening from Showtime is, if they can at least get this to a third set of P3s, how massive would that be? Because they could actually do so much damage. Corrito, he will get taken down, so the scrap will be there for Wazowski's, and it's going to make this game so much more difficult. As Showtime, they're going to have to break a full setup here, or at least a 4v3 for the time being. Daz will go down. Valerium is in the hill. AGF watching on over him. Valerium wins another. But this is the interesting part. You cannot allow basically any contest time to come on through, and AGF starting to heat up when it matters most. Showtime, they were down by about 60 points, make it about 57-58 as this P3 has popped. But look at the kill. It comes through Valerium, though. He has been so dominant. Unfortunately, he will fall. Flondo not able to get it done. And there you have it. It will be the Mike Wazowskis going massive, taking that map 1, 250 to 213. As they just felt like maybe not necessarily the greatest slay power, but the teamwork was there. AGF had such a slow start to the game. Valerium as well, 17 and 31, 18 and 29, only 2,100 damage. You just simply cannot have that happen from basically 2 of your slayers on that team. But great job either way from the Wazowskis. They were making all the heads up plays, making those rotations, as well as getting those braces. Surprisingly, Showtime, they did actually a pretty solid job of getting those rotations as well. Unfortunately, they were getting broken at around that 30 seconds, so they just were not able to lock down any of that majority of hill time. When you get those rotations, especially on a map like Gavutu, you need those full 60s, and it just seemed like they were not able to do that at any point in time. Maybe off the opening break on that P1 and on the second set of rotations, P1. It just simply was not there from their AR standpoint. AGF, like I said, he was starting basically that the second set of P4s with only 9 kills. You just really cannot have that happen. Just getting outslayed a little bit too many ways, but you could tell the teamwork. It was flowing. Mac not necessarily calling anything out that you want to hear. He actually was being almost dead silence, but replays and Brady absolutely being those IGLs, leading the squad, leading the troops to victory, as we will be loading up here into the Tuscan S&D. As we know, ever since the change where the defense has spawned closer, it has made it a little bit more difficult for that offense where it was so heavily favored in their side. It was basically a 65-35 or 70-30 advantage for the offense. This is not the case anymore, and basically since Major 2, probably the beginning of Major 3, ever since they made that tiny bit of a spawn change, it makes all the difference in the world, allowing the defense to be able to set up. We'll see, will that cause any sort of difference here as this series progresses? And I think I gotta switch them on up. But what's going on, everybody? How you doing out there? I know it's kind of been a minute. It has been a hot minute since I think we've talked. It's been absolutely incredible here. Just been everybody's been really on that off season. I kind of have been as well. I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends actually, and I really want to start actually casting that game a tiny bit more. So maybe stepping away from the Call of Duty scene just a tiny bit, maybe dipping my toe in the Apex scene because I absolutely love that game. It just allows myself to progress as a caster. But I know everybody's just been kind of waiting for some good Call of Duty action, waiting for this season to start up, waiting for the MW2 to drop. A lot of roster changes have been made. If you haven't checked out what's been going on with the New York subliners and basically the rest of the Call of Duty roster mania, make sure you guys go and check it out on the flank. Those guys are incredible. They're so much fun to watch, and I just love how Aches is just so like right side is just like his way or the highway. Such an old gun. You love to see it. And some of these new guys are like, oh well, that's not how it goes anymore. I do agree to a sense, but sometimes you need to be hard on these younger players. It's not going to be all handy dandy, and you just see it in the challenger scene. Everybody's just like switching, like, I don't enjoy playing, and that's probably just because they're not winning in some certain circumstances. But either way, the amateur scene has been absolutely incredible for Call of Duty. CDL maybe hasn't necessarily been supporting it as much as we would like to see. But in the future, I hope they kind of change that up and really listen to the community next time and allow the challenger scene to really open up, because it just felt like when the elite majors came through, it was almost skewed to some teams that really should not have had that opportunity. A good man, you don't love us. Prime time. How dare you? How dare you say that? Ronald Weasley, how dare you steal that car? Oh my goodness, I'm trying to like switch. It's tough running your own production. So I'm like having to go around and everything is slow. My goodness, change. There we go. Gotta let him know. We gotta give him the tabs ready in the chat. But Primetime, how you been? It's been a good few weeks of Call of Duty ever since the major, which was absolutely incredible. I'm a little bit sad that the Minnesota Rocker, absolutely the Minnesota Choker, indeed, they just have had lackluster seasons, always been middle of the pack. They need to make some type of roster move. But we are not talking about them right now. We are talking about these two teams at hand. Showtime maybe needing to bounce back here in the S&D. A lot of these young players, you just really do not know how they're going to be put into these situations. And we're going to start off with Showtime. Find themselves down here early in the series. AGF maybe started to heat up at the end of that one. Corrido, though, he has been just such a solid basis. He's gotten kind of shifted around in the under 18 COD League. I think a very underrated player. He does a lot of the dirty work as the AR, a tiny bit slower, but still gets the job done in clutch moments. But it will be BD finding that kill. And now look who is flying forward. That will be Flondo. And unfortunately, maybe the aggression doesn't pay off. And it does not. Now AGF finds himself in the 1v3. And he will go down quickly. The Wazowskis keep the momentum rolling after that map one. Oh, that's cool, Primetime. I'm glad you're able to support your boy. And look at replays. He's gonna get aggressive, but it is Corrido. Now kind of switching out, going to the sub, and oh, might have been able to find it if he hit those first 2 shots a tiny bit more cleanly. And quickly into the 3v3, and BD does get taken down on the backside flank, but it will be Mac. Flondo, will he be able to win this gunfight? Dobbs is waiting for him. Mac also finds one, and now they know where Flondo is. He's not able to get away. The Wazowskis, once again, just getting into some phenomenal positions. Shots ring on out, and Corrido, third first blood for the squad, as they just need to capitalize and at least get some rounds on the board. And Dobbs, though, again, evening up the odds. He finds himself at 3-0, as well as Max. So if there's two players you do not want to run into on the Mike Wazowskis, it is these two guys. Look at the way that Mac is playing this one. Sitting on the bomb. AGF has rotated all the way around, and he might get a good timing. Oh, no! Valerium actually slides on in. Caught a tiny bit of that peak. Dobbs, though, does get the trade. AGF. Oh, he might get the timing. And he does. Will spot him out. Showtime. A big round for them. Able to at least clutch that one on up. Again, that is his fourth first blood. It almost grabs the triple. It will be replays finding his first one. But if you are Showtime and you fall down here and not able to take the round, it is going to be so difficult to be able to come back. Flondo, though, kind of just roaming the middle of the map. Sitting on that P5, and he's going to toss out a nade, and that might be a good one. But replays takes down AGF. Flondo, he might try to find this opening. And they are going to wrap this one quickly. And he might have actually sniffed this one out. He has the feeling that they rotated it all the way around back. He's going to open up the door. He might catch him on the cross. And no, replays. He did happen to spot him. Does go back. And I'm not sure if they saw him cross again. BD, he might have actually gotten taken down, and he did. Bomb. Replays. Flondo for the 1v2. And it'll be replays winning another one. Oh my goodness, you just cannot have this happen. Mike Wazowskis have gotten blooded 4 times, but have still found the rounds. And maybe trying to change up the pace of the game. AGF, he does get taken down this time. And the numbers to Wazowski's, but Flondo just takes down Dobbs, a young gun. Only 15 years old. Still trying to work their way towards this A site. Corrido gets a little bit of aggressive. Flondo, though, there for the trade. Oh my god! No! Flondo! With the snap, crackle, and pop. Oh, a gunfight he thought he should never have won. Oh, no, Brady. The man just gets deleted. I don't think he exists in the game anymore. Why, Chad? What's going on? First time chatter. We are glad to have you here. As this is going to be so far an incredible series. Flondo, though, he gets the takes down replays, goes out for the ego, and maybe should have played his life, as well as Dobbs takes down Corrido on the backside flank, but it was not expecting the double. That will be AGF. And Valerium finds one. BD takes it. And now 1v1 AGF versus BD. And oh my goodness, I think BD, he just made the middle of the map play. Another big 1v1. Oh, I don't like this corner. I don't like the... Oh, but AGF doesn't check it. The one time a player doesn't check it, it goes the way of the Wazowskis. And that will be Mr. BD Brady. Mac will happen to find it, but immediately traded Dobbs, though. He was ready for that one on to AGF. May comes out. BD also finds another one. He sits at 4 in a row. And look at Valerium. He is in maybe the most difficult spot in the entire map. He might be able to catch some of these players out. Everybody kind of watching the crosses, but Dobbs, he just gets a bad timing. And Valerium, he knows he's got to pick up the bomb, and he will grab it. Oh, no! Dobbs fall off the map! Oh, and BD, though, it doesn't matter, of course. It is the IGL. Takes another one. It is a 5-2 advantage towards the Mike Wazowskis. If they have gotten blooded 5 of the times. And Chad Ryan coming on in with the big follow. 2,084. We're trying to hit 2,000 or 2,100 by the end of the week. And you guys slowly but surely helping me achieve that goal. And now 1 round away from going 2-0 up in the series. AGF